Individual level, I believe, as I was just saying, we have to work on ourselves, starting from Islamic education. Islamic education is the basic element in the making of a civilization. If there is no education, there is no civilization. And especially the spiritual, religious education. If we start from that point, I believe our societies would be much better. And then, of course, there are other tasks on the governments, but these will be gradually changing. But we have to start working on ourselves. And everyone in his field, of course. Generally speaking, talking about the people is different from talking about the governments. Talking about institutions is different from talking about groups. But the major thing is that we are laying the blame on our enemies, while the disease is within ourselves. Here is the key point. As they say in English, I think Muslim is that you know the famous proverb in the English language, to err is human, to forgive is divine. But he said to err is human, to blame it on someone else's politics. So our problem now is that we are ummah of complaint. We know best how to complain about anything and how to lay all the responsibilities on our enemies, and we don't look within ourselves. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala won't change us until we change ourselves. And this has come to a very serious level. I heard imams making dua, oh Allah, liberate for us Palestine today, tonight. And then someone told me, we go home, especially Laylatul Qadr in Ramadan, some people who are not really firm in their iman, they go home, the imam is very righteous, and Muslims were crying in the mosque, and they made dua, nothing changed. What's happening? Instead of making dua, oh Allah, make us deserving victory, prepare us for victory, give us the honor of liberating Palestine. The attitude is completely different. We think that we deserve everything, and Allah is just short of giving us what we need. This is the major problem, I believe, amongst the masses. But mashallah, all of you, mashallah, are ulama, so what we need to work on is Islamic education. When people have this level of awareness, then I believe things will change. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will prepare the ummah. The ummah is promised. وَعَدَ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, al-ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made several promises and made it clear to us in the Qur'an. وعد الله الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات منكم لا يستخلفنهم في الأرض كما استخلف الذين من قبلهم وليمكنن لهم دينهم الذي ارتضى لهم وليبدلنهم من بعد خوفهم أمنا يعبدونني لا يشركون بي شيئا. الأحوال شروط. هذه الجملة, this sentence is حال. Grammarians have a famous rule. It says الأحوال شروط, or الحال شرط وصف لصاحبها شرط في عاملها. That is to say, on the condition that they worship me, يعبدونني لا يشركون بي شيئا, they don't worship or associate any other with me. And if you look at the Muslim Ummah now and the status of the Muslim Ummah, you find people working for wealth. Wealth is above Allah. Their business is above Allah. What I mean by above Allah, by tongue they say we love Allah more than anything else. But when it comes to practice, if there is any sort of conflict with an interest, then they try to find a way out of the deen because they want to protect their business. As long as we're thinking of this mentality, I believe we'll be sort of given lessons one after another. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran very clearly, قُلْ إِن كَانَ آبَاؤُكُمْ وَأَبْنَاؤُكُمْ وَإِخْوَانُكُمْ وَأَزْوَاجُكُمْ وَعَشِيرَتُكُمْ وأموال اقترفتموها وتجارة تخشون كسادها ومساكن ترضونها أحب إليكم من الله ورسوله وجهاد في سبيله. And then the threat comes, فتربصوا, beware, فتربصوا حتى يأتي الله بأمره والله لا يهدي القوم الفاسقين.